Hello. I'm just here practicing a live video, and I want to talk about food choices, health, and longevity. And I I want to do reaction videos and share some from the professionals and share like doctors and studies and all these things that are out there. But I'm just making a little short hello, like I have so much passion. I see so many people suffering who've not tried this one thing. It's like if you had some sort of life threatening or life changing or something in your life is suffering health wise. Have you tried Polowf? Have you tried this one thing that is not mainstream, that is not gonna, no doctor's going to tell you about it? The doctors are screaming about it online, but the chance of you having a doctor in an office that's going to suggest this way of looking at lifestyle and food. But there's a bunch of them. Dr. Dean Ornish has a program that Medicare pays for after you have a heart attack or after you've had a stent installed in your heart. And the education is very great. But if you're not at that point, you won't qualify, and it's a $9,000 program. And so how to study it on YouTube. It's all over the place, and you'll watch one video on health that I agree with, that makes sense, that supports with all these studies, and then then it'll autoplay the next one that is probably paid for by an industry that is supporting profits over people and keeping the food out there that keeps the profits going at the cost of the people. So now I want to talk about how this works. When you're young, like, yeah, you can probably eat all day long just candy and you're going to survive. So what happens when you get older? And so let's not look at what the optimal eating is for 25-year-olds. Let's like think about 50 and up. What do, and then 70 and up. If you've made it to 70 and you don't have a disease, then eat whatever you want, do whatever you want. If you feel good, don't let the why you watch. Do we need to watch this? But if you don't feel good and you have something going on, low energy or whatever it is, menopause trouble, or heart disease or diabetes or signs of dementia, I hear people talk about it and I can't say, hey, have you tried this? Because first, maybe someday, but right now I don't know how to do that without being received with pushback. Like, food is a religion. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you say I have this problem if you tried this? And so I want to present this as here's an option you probably haven't gotten. Here's an option you probably haven't heard about. Here's something that maybe would be worth trying, even if it's just for 12 days. Here's something that might be the one way out of whatever situation you're in health-wise. And so how to strip aside all the programming that our society, our culture, our social media, and our doctors and our medical system, how to strip away thing that walk around and believe and like go, oh, you need protein, 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 protein. All of this like actual insanity that keeps the minds of people from trying something that might save their lives or might enhance your life. And it's just simple eating plants without a lot of added oils. So it's not vegan because vegans eat French fries. Okay, it's not, there is a different word for it. I call it Polowf, plants only, low oil, and it's in the whole food format. So it's not plants only, low oil Cheerios, cornflakes. There's a bunch of plants only, low oil that would fit when you take out the whole food. But it's the whole food, plants only, low oil, will change your life. And it's a fact. And it's not all bodies are different. It's all bodies are different. And this is a human diet, a diet for humans. The human form of a diet that will help all human bodies. And so this is just, I'm going to burst if I don't say this stuff out loud. And if I say it out loud to the individuals I meet here and there that are, I mean, at least half of the people I meet have some sort of pain or some sort of issue, are suffering, and think that if they just stay on the keto, or if they just keep intermittent fasting, or if they just keep away from carbs, that their whole life's going to get better. The opposite. It's the opposite. But there's this big caveat. Carbs with high fat, which is all dairy and meat, are high in fat percentage-wise. And for some reason, non-fat, there's some technical reason why non-fat milks are also really bad for your health. If you're trying to reverse something, if you're healthy and you think milk's good for you, I'm not going to argue. If you're healthy, great. If you're 25 and you're like, all I eat is bacon and meat and heavy cream and butter, and you feel good, well, good. Now, can you tell me how you feel at 55 on that diet? So it's tricky. So if you're going to dabble in both and like go, oh, I'm afraid of carbs and sugar's the devil and all this stuff, and then you stay on this higher fat, which the only way to do low carb, low sugar is actually, if you look at it, the macros are higher fat. Then you mix in a cookie, you mix in the sugar. It's the worst thing you can do. Mixing them is the worst thing. So if you're young and you're strong and you have the best heart in the world and you're not afraid of heart disease at all, and you want to do the keto high fat diet where you have no carbs and no sugar, you might feel great. And I don't know if that's for your lifetime or short time, but when you mix in a regular cookie, you're not going to, it's, and the same with promoting is if you eat and you stay low fat and stay high, healthy, whole carbs, whole foods, starches like rice and potatoes and beans and lentils and salads and every vegetable you've ever heard of, and every single thing the amount of variety in food you can eat on this is beyond any of these other options that they promote, the keto and the paleo and all the stuff. But the mixing is the problem. So if you can do one all the way, great. The one that's easier to do all the way without mixing is Polowf. It's actually easier, but our society makes it hard because you can't go to a vegan restaurant. I've been to many vegan restaurants where there's nothing I can eat. Everything's cooked in oil. Everything is extremely overly fattened so that the customers come back, because that's what we're all used to, so they can compete with a fast food restaurant that sells hamburgers and French fries. Like, we're going to soak everything in oil, and maybe there's one salad on the menu, and then the salad dressing's pre-made and it's mixed with oil and vinegar, and I just want a side of vinegar and they don't have it. So the world makes it harder, but it is so easy to stay on it compared to staying on the high fat keto and carrying around like bacon and meat and all these things. So I'm just trying to speak it out loud. This isn't a fully formed thing yet. It's going to come out differently later, and just getting started. But if I don't speak it, I lose my, I have to, because I'm going to start yelling at strangers about it. Anyways, practicing. Thank you. Bye.